Have you ever wondered how some companies went from market leaders to being overshadowed by their competitors? Don't make the same mistake they did. Watch till the end, because in this video you'll learn about the 3 Horizons framework, an invaluable tool for long-term thinking and for avoiding the pitfalls that these market giants walked into. If you were born at the beginning of the century, you might not know Kodak, Xerox, Blockbuster, BlackBerry. You probably know of Nokia because they're still producing smartphones. But these companies used to dominate their market. They seemed invincible, operating with massive success and a loyal customer base. Kodak was the first company that developed and sold a handheld camera, meaning that you didn't need expensive photographers to take pictures. They also developed the first digital camera in 1975. Xerox was the first company to manufacture photocopiers using normal paper. They also developed early versions of the graphical user interface, which is the basis of modern software like Apple and Microsoft use. At a time when video stores were small-scale operations with a rather limited selection, blockbusters came onto the market featuring 8,000 titles and an automated checkout system. In the noughties, BlackBerry was synonymous with smartphones and known for its secure messaging and email capabilities. At the time, pretty much all business people had a BlackBerry in the back pocket. Once a global leader in mobile phones, Nokia dominated the market with its innovative and user-friendly features. All these companies were first movers and enjoyed a dominant position in their industry. But then something happened. They paid the price of success. They failed to identify change, to adapt, or to embrace change. Despite inventing the digital camera, Kodak didn't focus its efforts enough on digital photography, but chose to stick with its mainstream offer of photography products. This meant that other companies such as Nikon and Canon were able to overtake Kodak in digital photography. When the digital era began to unfold and photocopiers were less important, Xerox failed to adapt. Even though they had developed early versions of graphical user interfaces, Xerox failed to capitalize on these innovations and left the playing field to Apple and Microsoft. And we all know what happened to Apple and Microsoft. Blockbuster underestimated the disruptive power of online streaming and clung to their brick-and-mortar model. When touchscreen smartphones entered the market, BlackBerry and Nokia underestimated the potential of these touchscreens.
The problem with them is really sort of in the bottom 40 there. It's this stuff right here.
Their insistence on physical keyboards and the delayed response to the evolving landscape of applications caused them to lose their market position to Apple and Samsung. These examples highlight the importance of horizon scanning. That is, recognizing emerging trends, embracing technological advancements, and proactively adapting to changing customer needs. The 3 Horizons framework is a good way to look at these emerging trends and changes and to determine the position of your organization within these trends.
The 3 horizons are drawn on a graph with a y-axis representing the prevalence, that means the dominance of a particular way of doing things, and the x-axis representing time. Horizon 1 represents business as usual, the current way of doing things. In the immediate future, these more managerial business models work fine, but they may be less useful in the medium term.
In the near term, organizations must focus on the activities that ensure their success. This horizon, often referred to as the here and now, involves the implementation of the current business model. The focus of Horizon 1 companies is then about optimizing performance and improving efficiency. This means streamlining operations, cutting costs, and making the most of mainstream technology. Think of it as making incremental improvements to your existing product, such as expanding your user base step by step or enhancing internal processes. By focusing on Horizon 1 innovations, organizations can drive short-term success and get immediate value out of these innovations. One of the key advantages of Horizon 1 innovations is their ability to provide tangible results, and results that you can justify in the annual review. The large majority of organizations are stuck in Horizon 1, too busy dealing with day-to-day operations and neglecting long-term strategic thinking. They fail to grasp the immense potential of entering Horizon 2 and 3, which hold the key to disruptive innovation and to the future and the long-term future of your organization.
Horizon 2 is the emerging future in which new ways of doing are explored. These ways may be disruptive to Horizon 1, but not yet completely transformational, which is Horizon 3.
In the medium term, organizations focus on the activities that they need to do in order to prepare for and capitalize on future opportunities. This horizon is often referred to as the next few years, and is a critical period for organizations to plan and strategize, ensuring that they are well positioned to take advantage of the opportunities of the future. Organizations must carefully consider their current operations and their capabilities to determine the resources they need to take advantage of the opportunities within this time frame. These resources could be investments in technology, in training, and in personnel. So organizations must engage in horizon scanning in order to identify changes and in order to determine which of these changes might be opportunities for adapting their product or their business. Horizon 2 innovations often involve leveraging either existing technology or business models from other industries and adapting to the industry that the company is in. By tapping into proven concepts in related markets and implementing them strategically, companies can leverage existing knowledge and practices to drive innovations and capture new opportunities. An example of a Horizon 2 company in the hospitality industry is Airbnb. By drawing inspiration from the couch surfing concept, Airbnb effectively harnessed the power of the sharing economy model and leveraging existing infrastructure, that is, people's homes. With the addition of a digital platform which provided trust and security, Airbnb revolutionized the way people discovered accommodation. Another compelling example of a Horizon 2 company is Netflix. Netflix initially started out as a rental by mail service, where you ordered the films you wanted to see online, and these would then be sent to you via the post. But Netflix then evolved into a Horizon 2 company by using the streaming technology. By capitalizing on the widespread shift from physical media to digital distribution, Netflix brought about a revolution in the entertainment industry, significantly disrupting traditional television companies and their conventional broadcasting models. The Three Horizons framework is just one of many tools that can be applied in foresight and to help organizations think proactively about the future and position themselves to ensure long-term success. If you're interested in learning more about foresight and how it could help your organization, be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of the episodes. Horizon 3 is the transformative future, where new technologies and social trends are driving the radical changes in the industry. This horizon requires visionary thinking and the courage to challenge existing norms. By understanding the transformative trends, organizations can position themselves as pioneers in that industry. Horizon 3 companies are characterized by their focus on groundbreaking, radical innovations, often in emerging fields with disrupting potential. They often tackle long-term challenges and envision future possibilities that can reshape entire industries or create entirely new markets. An example of such a Horizon 3 company is Neuralink, which is developing implantable brain-machine interfaces. Neuralink aims to create a direct connection between our brains and machine, potentially revolutionizing fields like healthcare, communication, and human augmentation. The Three Horizons framework is a useful tool because it helps you to see beyond the here and now to see the bigger picture of what might happen in your industry. By understanding your organization's current position, you can think about strategies in terms of shifting towards a Horizon 2 or even a Horizon 3 company. And you can identify the challenges and opportunities in the medium-term and long-term future. Of course, the further long-term you go, the more you want to become disruptive, the more resources are required to develop the new technology. By applying the 3 Horizons framework, you can create a roadmap for your organizations to take into account future trends and opportunities. As I said earlier, the majority of organizations are stuck in Horizon 1. So the question is, how do you shift from Horizon 1 into Horizon 2? You need a structured approach to identify new trends, new opportunities, and potential disruptions.